Welcome to Spiritual Calisthenics. Christ is in our midst. On November 5th, we commemorate Saint Galaktion and his wife Episteme, the Martyrs of Emesa, as well as Saint Hermas, Patrobos, Gaios, Linos, and Philologos, the Apostles of the 70. Regarding Saint Galaktion and his wife Episteme, the Martyrs of Emesa, Saint Galaktion was from Emesa, the son of Cleitophon and Eusebi, pagans who had been instructed in piety by a certain Christian named Onofrios and received holy baptism. And Episteme, born of unbelieving parents, was baptized before she was wedded to Galaktion. After their marriage, they remained in virginity and lived in separate monastic houses. Portrayed as Christians, they suffered martyrdom during the reign of Decius about the year 250. Your martyrs, O Lord, in the courageous contest for you received as the prize the crowns of incorruption and life from you, our mortal God. For since they possessed your strength, they cast down the tyrant and wholly destroyed the demon of strengthless presumption. Christ God, by their prayers, save our souls, since you are merciful. Your martyrs of Christ received you in their companies, who through mighty trials contested most resplendently, O renowned Galaktion, your all-holy spouse and co-sufferer Episteme. You both entreat the one God and Lord on behalf of us all. From the Gospel according to St. Luke. The Lord said to the Jews who had come to him, Woe to you Pharisees, for you tithe mint and rue and every herb, and neglect justice and the love of God. These you ought to have done without neglecting the others. So in other words, the Pharisees are looking at the minute details, finding a tenth of a weight of herbs as opposed to the weightier matters. Woe to you Pharisees, for you love the best seat in the synagogues and salutations in the market. Woe to you, for you are like graves which are not seen, and men walk over them without knowing it. In other words, where we walk around not realizing that we're dead inside. One of the lawyers answered him, Teacher, in saying this you reproach us also. And he said, Woe to you lawyers also, for you load men with burdens hard to bear, and you yourselves do not touch the burdens with one of your fingers. So in other words, Jesus Christ is pointing out the abundant hypocrisy of the ruling class, the Pharisees and the scribes, for they are using the law to try to bring up their own social status while putting down other people. So they're saying, you need to do all these things, but they will not do them themselves. I hope that you've enjoyed today's Spiritual Calisthenics. Have a blessed and wonderful day.